Regarded as one of the greatest players of all time, he spent the majority of his career playing as a forward or attacking midfielder and was known for his exceptional dribbling skills, finishing, world-class free kicks, and ability to both score and create goals. At his peak, Rivaldo became one of the most feared attacking players in the world. He won numerous accolades throughout his career and is one of 9 players to have won a Ballon d'Or, UEFA Champions League, and a World Cup. In this video, we will take a closer look at Rivaldo's career, highlighting some of his most memorable moments and how he had the fastest decline amongst legends of the game. Hello and welcome back to our channel. Rivaldo, whose full name is Rivaldo Vítor Borba Ferreira, was born on April 19, 1972 in Recife, Brazil. He had a poor upbringing in the favelas of the city. His physical appearance marked the poverty he experienced in his childhood, with malnourishment and the loss of several teeth. Football was the only thing that kept him going. Predominantly left-footed, Rivaldo began his professional career at the age of 16, when he signed with Paulistano Futebol Clube in 1989, despite the Paulistano coaches believing him too physically weak to succeed. In that same year, his father Romildo was killed in a road accident, and Rivaldo signed his first professional contract. He went on to play for Santa Cruz in 1991, and in 1992 he moved south to the state of São Paulo, where he played for Mogi Mirim in the second tier of Brazilian football. In 1993, he moved to the state capital to play for Corinthians in the first divisions on loan. In the next year, he moved to Palmeiras and helped the club successfully defend its league championship in 1994 and win in Campeonato Paulista in 1996. Before the 1996 Olympics, Parma announced that they had signed Rivaldo and his teammate Amaral from Palmeiras. After the Olympics, there was a dispute, and rather than Italy, Rivaldo moved to Spain as he joined Deportivo de La Coruña in La Liga. He only stayed for one season, but nonetheless, it proved to be a successful one for both him and the club. Rivaldo was the joint 4th top goal scorer of the season, with 21 goals from 41 matches, as Deportivo finished 3rd in the league. Rivaldo switched to FC Barcelona in 1997 and transferred here, securing Deportivo around $26 million transfer fee, when Sir Bobby Robson, who was the head coach at the time, convinced Barcelona to sign Rivaldo ahead of Steve McManaman, by saying that Rivaldo would guarantee them many goals. During his time at Barcelona, Rivaldo became one of the most feared attacking players in the world. He won the La Liga with the Catalan club in 1998 and 1999, and also helped them lift the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup in 1997. In total, he scored 130 goals in 241 appearances for Barcelona, cementing his place as one of the club's all-time greats. Rivaldo was at the peak of his powers in the late 90s and early 2000s. In his first season at Barcelona, he formed a successful partnership with Dutch international Patrick Kluivert, and Rivaldo was the second top goal scorer with 19 goals in 34 matches, as Barcelona won the double of La Liga and Copa del Rey. In 1999, he won another La Liga title with Barcelona and once again was the league's second highest scorer with 24 goals. In that same year, he was named FIFA World Player of the Year and he also received the Ballon d'Or. In his 3rd season at Barcelona, Rivaldo fell out with manager Louis van Gaal, when he insisted playing as a playmaker rather than on the left wing. Even though he had a strained relationship with Van Gaal, Rivaldo went on to score 10 goals in the season Champions League as the club reached the semi-finals. Van Gaal was fired in June 2000. In the following season, Rivaldo was once again the second highest goal scorer of the league with 23 goals. In the last game of the season against Valencia, Rivaldo scored a hat-trick to win the game 3-2. Frequently ranked the greatest hat-trick ever, his first goal was a trademark bending free kick that curled into the bottom right corner. The second saw him send the Valencia player the wrong way with a feint before a strike with little backlift from the 25 yards swerved into the bottom left corner of the net. And his match-winning third occurred after Rivaldo controlled the ball with the chest from the edge of the 18-yard box and executed an overhead bicycle kick in the 89th minute, which he regards as the best goal of his career. An ecstatic Rivaldo ripped off his jersey and started swinging it over his head during his goal celebrations, while Barcelona club president Juan Gaspart broke with convention in the stadium's VIP box by punching the air with both fists and yelling his delight next to the opposition delegation. The win pushed Barcelona ahead of Valencia to secure a place in the 01-02 Champions League. After the game, Rivaldo stated, and I quote, "What happened tonight has been incredible. I dedicate this winning goal to all the players who have fought so hard all season and all the supporters who have suffered so much. I'm delighted to have made them happy with my goals." In 1999, Brazil won the Copa America. Rivaldo finished the tournament as a top scorer with 5 goals, one being an equalizer from a free kick in a 2-1 win over Argentina in the quarterfinals, and 2 in the 3-0 victory over Uruguay in the final. He was named the most valuable player of the tournament. But without a doubt, the highest point of Rivaldo's national team career came at the 2002 FIFA World Cup, hosted in South Korea and Japan, where he was able to erase the disappointment of the previous World Cup final defeat, helping Brazil win their 5th World Cup, featuring in an attacking trio with Ronaldo and Ronaldinho dubbed the 3 Rs. Rivaldo scored in the first 5 games and was named by Brazil coach Luis Felipe Scolari as the best player of the tournament, but officially he earned the bronze ball as the 3rd best player. In 2002, he signed a 3-year deal with AC Milan. There he won the Coppa Italia and the Champions League in the 02-03 season. In August 2003, he also won the UEFA Super Cup before cancelling his contract with Milan in November that year. It's safe to say that he was exiting his prime and his performance level began to decline as he entered his 30s. As a matter of fact, due to his poor performances throughout the season, he won the Bidone d'Oro award in 2003, which is given to the worst Serie A player during a particular season. After leaving Milan, it was all downhill from there. Rivaldo still played well in his 30s, but as he aged, he lost some of the pace and athleticism that had made him such a formidable player in his prime. He continued to score goals and contribute to his team, but he was not able to maintain the same level of consistency that he had early in his career. Now, before speaking about the start of the end, here are some of the most amazing facts of his unbelievable career. So, Rivaldo made over 700 appearances for club and country, and he scored over 350 goals during his career, with the majority of them coming in the top leagues in Europe. Also, he made 74 appearances for the Brazilian national team and scored 35 goals. He represented Brazil at 3 World Cups in 98, 02, and 06, and also played in the 1999 Copa America, which they won. In addition to winning the La Liga title with Barcelona and the 02 World Cup with Brazil, Rivaldo also won the UEFA Cup's Winners' Cup, the Italian Super Cup, and the Greek Super League. He was also named South American Footballer of the Year in 1997 and 1999 and won the Ballon d'Or in 1999. More individual awards that he won, in addition to the Ballon d'Or of course, were the FIFA World Player of the Year, and also he was named to the UEFA Team of the Year twice and the FIFA Pro World 11 once. In 2004, he was named by Pelé in the FIFA 100 list of the world's greatest living players. He's one of 9 players to ever win a Ballon d'Or, World Cup, and UEFA Champions League. After Milan, he came close to signing for Bolton in 2004, though Bolton eventually pulled out the deal. He then decided to return to Brazil in early 2004 by appointment of coach Vanderlei Luxemburgo, who convinced him to play for the club, becoming Cruzeiro's major signing for the Copa Libertadores. However, his time with the team was very short. Only 11 games and 2 goals, and as reported by CNN, Rivaldo left the club after just 2 months due to the firing of Luxemburgo, which was his mentor early in his career, stating, and I quote, "When he left, I preferred to leave as well. It was my decision because I considered Luxemburgo to be a special person." Later on in July 2004, Rivaldo joined Olympiacos of the Greek Super League. He was no longer in his prime, but this would be the last team that he actually performed at an above-average level. And during his first season there, he scored some outstanding goals, and one of them coming in his first derby against Panathinaikos that arguably turned out to be his most famous in Olympiacos shirt. He scored a bending free kick to send Olympiacos to victory over their eternal rivals. In the last game of Rivaldo's first season at Olympiacos, the club needed a victory in order to win the Alpha Ethniki Championship. With Panathinaikos just 1 point behind, Olympiacos went on to beat Iraklis 0-1 in an away match in Thessaloniki, thanks to Rivaldo's goal, and secure the championship. He went on to play for Olympiacos until the 06-07 season, until he was released by the chairman of the club, who believed that he was too old and couldn't continue with the club. Altogether, he scored 43 goals in 81 games. Later that summer, he signed for Super League club AEK Athens, and his most memorable goal came from a 4-0 win against Olympiacos, where Rivaldo showed his 4 fingers to the camera after the game. In 2008, he signed a 2-year contract worth 10.2 million euros and later signed an extension to extend the contract 2011 with Bunyodkor from Uzbekistan, in what he would describe an extremely tempting contract offer. During his time at Uzbekistan, he became the first player in the world to score 1 goal, then 2, then 3, and then 4 in 4 consecutive matches. He then cancelled his contract with Bunyodkor in 2010, and he announced that he would be returning to Mogi Mirim, the club that he had started his career in early 90s. However, he joined São Paulo in January 2011. He spent most of his time at São Paulo tending injuries, but came back for fixtures such as 1-1 draw with Palmeiras and a 2-1 win over Corinthians. In January 2012, Rivaldo shocked the world by joining Angolan club Cabuscorp. His highest point in Angola was a hat-trick against Recreativo Kaala. He then left Cabuscorp in November 2012 after the expiration of the contract. In 2013, he joined São Caetano but left the same year due to knee problems. He then went back to Mogi Mirim and signed a deal that ran until 2015. His son Rivaldinho played for the club. He only made 1 appearance for this team and then retired in July 2015. So basically, he ended his career by playing his last game with Mogi Mirim, same team where his son Rivaldinho played, and he was able to share that intense moment with his son. Despite his decline, Rivaldo was still able to have a successful career and leave a lasting legacy in the world of football. He retired from professional football in 2015, but his name will always be remembered as one of the greatest players of all time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more entertaining and interesting videos.